Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to our class. In this video we'll learn how to name ionic compound and how ionic compounds are formed. So the first thing we'll look at, in naming ionic compound, there are 4 different cases of naming ionic compound. So in this video we'll look at case 1. Please try to follow up to our other videos to get the remaining cases. There are 4 cases in naming ionic compound. In this video, we'll look at case 1. Look at case 1. Case 1 is where the metal has a fixed oxidation number and a non-metal is one element. So we'll look at case of that. So we'll look at this element, sodium ion and that of chloride ion. The first thing we want to do here is, this is case 1 because this is a metal and it has a fixed oxidation number. This is a non-metal and it is comprised of one element, one atom. So that's why we classify as case 1. So try to follow up to our other videos and get the remaining cases. We have up to 4 cases. So in this case, the first thing we want to learn here is we want to know how a cation and an ion attract to form ionic compound. After forming an ionic compound, we provide the name of that ionic compound. Whenever you are forming an ionic compound, there's something we call crisscross of charges. The charge that is on the positive charge should go as a subscript to the negative charge, and the charge that is on the negative should go as a subscript on the positive. So you see here the charge here is 1, positive 1 for the metal, and the non-metal is what? Negative 1. We are not interested in the charges. Our focus point is the number that are attached to those charges. Like the positive charge, the number is 1. The negative charge, the number is 1. So the 1 here will go as a subscript to the anion, and the 1 here will go as a subscript to the cation. When we do that, we'll get something like this. Na. Na 1. When it is 1, we don't put the 1. It is understood that it has an invisible 1. So the next element is what? Cl. Cl again, it is 1 because what? The 1 from the positive charge, it is coming as a substrate. It is understood that it is 1 atom here. So now we have formed a compound here from these ions. So the next thing we want to do is we want to provide the name of this ion. To name an ionic compound, the first thing you do is that you provide the name of the metal. In this case, we provide the name of this metal. The name of this metal is sodium. We have given the name of the metal. We want to provide the name of the anion, which is the negative charge. We see that our anion here is 1 atom. So in order to come up with the name of this anion, we must firstly ask what element has this particular symbol. This symbol is chlorine. It's a symbol of chlorine. So it means that chlorine is spelled as, this is the spelling of chlorine. Now, in naming ionic compound, whenever you want to name the anion, right? If the anion is 1 atom, it means that the last 2 letters or the last 3 letters should be removed and replaced by IDE. So we're going to do the same thing for chlorine. When we do that, we get what? Chloride. Chloride. When we do that, we get chloride. Chloride. So it is this name chloride that I'm going to use for this iron. So the name of this ion is chloride. So we attach this chloride to sodium. So the name becomes sodium chloride. The name becomes sodium chloride. Let us look at another example. Let's look at this element. Potassium and that of nitrogen. Firstly, we want to know how potassium ion and that of nitrogen ion form compound. Potassium here is a metal. It has a positive charge and it is a cation. Nitrogen here is a non-metal. It has a negative charge. It is an anion. So, in formations of an ionic compound, we are interested in the number attached to those charges. The number attached to those charges will serve as a subscript to, if it is from the positive charge, it will serve as a subscript to the negative charge. If it is from the negative charge, it will serve as a subscript to the positive charge. So, if we allow potassium ion to attract nitrogen, it means that this is a compound I'm going to form. Potassium will write it here. Now, the 3 from here will come as a subscript to what? Potassium. Then we write nitrogen. The 1 from potassium go as a subscript to nitrogen. And if it is 1, it is understood that it is 1. No need for us to write 1 here. So this is a compound that will be formed when potassium ion attract nitride ion. So we want to provide a name of this compound. Again, to provide a name of this compound, the first thing we do is that we give the name of the metal, and the metal here is what is potassium. So we write out potassium. Now, we want to determine the name of the anion. We ask ourselves, the anion is how many atoms? It is 1 atom. Since it is 1 atom, we apply the rules that says that the element that gets this particular symbol, we should try to remove either the last 2 words or the last 3 words to form a suitable name for this ion. So the element that has this symbol is nitrogen. The element that has this symbol is nitrogen. So if we try to remove the last 4 letters and add RDE, means we get nitrate. This is what we're going to get, nitrate. So it means that nitrogen with a negative charge is referred to as what? Nitrate. So the name of this element here is nitrate. So we have potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Let's look at another example. If we are given lithium and that of oxygen, firstly our target is we want to form the compound and provide the name of this compound. So in formations of the compound, you write the positive charge first. The positive charge is lithium, so it is Li. Now, the number that is raised as power on the negative charge will serve as a subscript on lithium, and that number is 2. So we put a coefficient 2 here. We are done with lithium. We bring oxygen. Now, to get a subscript of oxygen, the number that is on the charge of the cation, that number should serve as what? A subscript to the oxygen, and that number is 1. Now we have formed the compound. So since it is 1, the best approach is that when it is 1, it is understood that it is 1. You remove the 1. So it's lithium oxide. So we want to give the name of this compound. To give the name of this compound, we must firstly give the name of the positive charge. The name of the positive charge is lithium. The name of the positive charge is lithium. We want to provide a name of the negative charge. This element is oxygen. So if we apply the same concept that we did for chlorine to get chloride, apply the same concept that we did for nitrogen to get nitrite, if we do the same thing for oxygen, we get oxide. If we do the same thing for oxygen, we get oxide. Oxide is spelled as. So therefore, the name of this compound is lithium oxide. Let us summarize everything. We are learning about ionic compound and how ionic compounds are formed. We have 4 cases in naming ionic compound. In this video, we are looking at case 1. Case 1 such that the metal has a fixed oxidation number and the non-metal is one element. So we see that we have sodium and that of chloride. So the first thing we do is that we form the compound between sodium ion and that of chloride ion. So when we do that, the positive charge, which is the cation, we write it first. The subscript that's supposed to be down here is the number raised to the negative, and that is 1. So that number is 1 here. Then we bring the next element, which is chlorine. The number that's supposed to go as a subscript here, that number is attached to the charge of the cation, and that number is 1. So that's why you see that when it is 1, it is understood that it is 1. So no need to write the number 1 there. So to name this compound, the first thing is I give the name of the metal. The name of the metal is what? Sodium. To formulate the name of the anion, you ask yourself what element gets this symbol. This element is chlorine. The rule says that if the element is 1 atom, you try to remove the last 2 letters, the last 3 letters, or the last 4 letters, depending, in order to formulate a suitable name for that particular element. For the halogens, normally you remove the last 3 letters. And chlorine is part of the halogens. So when you remove the last 3 letters from chlorine, you get what? Chloride. So the name for this compound, it is sodium chloride. The next ion is potassium and that of nitrogen. If we allow potassium ion and that of nitrogen ion to form a compound, potassium is a positive charge, and more to that, it is a metal. So we write the metal first. The substrate 3 derived from what? From this 3 that is raised has power to the nitrogen. So that 3 will serve as a substrate to potassium, whereas the 1 from the potassium will serve as a substrate to nitrogen. So you write the positive charge, which is nitrogen, followed by the negative charge. After that, we have formulated the compound. We want to provide the name of this compound. To provide the name of this compound, you must firstly give the name of the metal, which is potassium. So this is potassium. To come up with the name of the anion, which is a negative charge. The negative charge here is 1 atom. When it is 1 atom, you try to remove the last 2 letters, or the last 3 letters, or the last 4 letters to formulate a suitable name. For nitrogen, normally we remove the last 4 letters. So when you do that, you get nitrite. So the name of this compound is what? Potassium nitrite. Now we have lithium and that of oxygen. The first thing is we want to form the compound between one lithium ion and that of oxygen ion. Lithium here is the positive charge. Oxygen here is what is the negative charge. So the coefficient on the charge of lithium is 1. The coefficient on the charge of oxygen is 2. So 2 will serve as a substrate to lithium, and 1 will serve as a substrate to oxygen. If we do that, we'll formulate this. If it is 1, it is understood that it is 1. No need to write the 1 there. We moved the 1. So when we do that, we get what? Lithium oxide. We want to provide a name for this compound. To provide a name for this compound, we name the positive charge first, which is a cation, and the cation is what? Is lithium. followed by the name of what? Of the negative charge, and the negative charge is oxide, because this oxide derived from oxygen. Oxygen, you try to remove the last 4 letters to form what? Oxide. So when you do that, this compound becomes oxide. So the name for this compound, if you do that, this element oxygen becomes oxide. The name for this compound is lithium oxide. Thank you for taking your time to watch our videos. Please like our videos. Please drop your comments. Have a blessed day.